Welcome to Chuck's Guitar Geekery. Today I'm taking a quick look at the DADTech L mod Fuzz that I found on Sweetwater's Gear Exchange. Now from what I can tell, I can't find anything on DADTech other than he has a shop on the Sweetwater Gear Exchange, which is like their used gear pedal or gear market. So I'll have a link to his shop below because it's got some more of these. They seem to be like handmade one-offs. The decals, at least, are different on all of them, so I'm not quite sure the story behind that. I really can't find anything about this company online, but it seems to be active. And it's supposed to be a silicone fuzz face, but with a lot more output. So that really caught my attention. So I'll go through different ways where that can come in handy, and then kind of go through different ways where how I like to use a fuzz pedal, at least. So like and subscribe. For the amp today, I'm using an Orange Terror stamp because I always keep going back to that amp. I don't know why. I like that amp. But I have that then going through impulse responses. Kind of a hybrid approach with some analog front end and digital back end. So anyways, and then TV Predator, but I have Guitar Fetish, Hot Alnico. I think it's like the Stevie Ray Vaughan style pickups in here. So that's the rig. Let's get through some sounds. Okay, so that's pretty much into a cleanish amp. Most dirt pedals like a little grit on the amp, so this was bypassed again. So that was with the gain all the way up and the volume's down pretty low to get unity gain here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a little more dirt on the amp. Let's see what it does there. So it is pretty noisy with single coils, especially any dirt pedal that you have the gain all the way up with single coils. It's going to be noisy. So I don't think that's any indictment on this pedal at all. It just is what it is when you're dealing with this kind of gain. But anyways, you'll see there when the volume pedal, your guitar volume's all the way up, it's a really big fat sound. But if you back off it even just a little bit, it adds some treble in there. So what I find, especially, I mean, this is what fuzz faces do. So when you're doing like rhythm and you're doing more stuff down here, you just roll the volume back a little bit and it gets more definition in your chords. Then when you want the big fat lead sound, you get the volume back up on 10, and that lets you do what you do. So anyways, let's back the fuzz off a little bit and boost the output gain up, and let's see what that does. So So when you're running in a dirty amp with all the output on here, you can use this pedal very much like a really fat lead boost as opposed to like really mid-focus lead boost. I don't know, especially with like a bridge single coil like a Strat or a Tele, I can see how that could come in handy. So I'm going to turn the gain on the amp up even more. And let's see how it interacts with that. So you can see there, this is a ridiculous amount of gain and fuzz. Probably would never use it with this much. But I don't know, it's kind of a thing with fuzz faces that they really don't come into their own until you have the gain all the way up. That's how most people use them, is with the gain all the way up and then guitar's volume pot. But when you back it off, it does get like really ice picky. So I don't know if you saw what I did there, and I had it set up like this at the beginning too for the rhythm part. On a Strat, these two pickups have their own tone pots. So I just leave the neck position with the tone pot down, and that kind of balances it out. So you can roll it back, switch to the neck pickup, and that's a good rhythm sound. Then go back, volume up, bridge pickup with no tone pot, and that's a good lead sound. I like using fuzz pedals with the fuzz down, but like layering it on top of like a typical dirty amp or overdrive pedal. And that really kind of, you get that fuzzy edge, but it's still something that will sit in a mix pretty well, especially if you're going from regular distortion to fuzz. So anyways, I'll have a link to DADTech's Sweetwater Gear Exchange shop if you want to find one for yourself. If you're the dude that made this, reach out to me. It's a cool product, and I'd like to know more information about it. But it's fairly affordable for a handmade fuzz pedal. I like it. Subscribe, thumbs up, you know what to do. See you later.